Hey YouTube, what is up? I am Mike. Thank you for watching and welcome to all of my new subscribers from Indonesia. You guys are really coming out in support of your girls from Voice of Bachaprat, which I can certainly understand because I have really dug what I have heard by them so far. I have gotten a ton of requests for this song. I believe this was their first single, apparently the first song that they ever wrote. Came out about 5 years ago. They would have been like 16 to 18 at that time. So, I mean, that's pretty damn cool because it's got like 2.5 million views at this point. That's impressive. I was writing songs as well when I was 16 years old. I'll put one of those right up here so you guys can watch it if you're interested in that. There's a song that I wrote as well as a cover of Rush song Tom Sawyer from me when I was 16 years old. Actually, by that point, I think, yeah, no, I was still 16. Anyway, so I've really been wanting to check out a live version of this band because I just got to see what they sound like live. But I've had so many requests to do specifically the video, the official video version of this song. And I think it's kind of, I don't know, it just seems kind of silly to do two different videos for, a studio version as well as a live version. So in this video, I'm just going to do a 2-for-1. I am going to go ahead and check out the official video first and then immediately go straight into the live version. I'm really excited to see this. I've seen so many good comments about this. Let's check out School Revolution by VOB. It has almost that opening part there has a very like Primus vibe to it. I love how they're just like, they're in no hurry to even get to the vocals. This is like legitimate when you're writing. This isn't quite metal, but it's not quite like the first one that I heard, the God Please, that song. But it's still very hard, and it's I just love how they're just letting it, yeah, they're not trying to be commercial, and there's nothing wrong with commercial music either. But I love how they're just like, yeah, this is what we want to do, so we're just gonna put a whole bunch of stuff where you're gonna hear several different changes before we even establish what the verse is. And I love that little guitar riff right there. It reminds me a whole lot of something I did in a different band. But everything is reminiscent of something else, so it's not very cool. A full minute and 9 seconds in before vocals. Bravo. That's how you do this kind of music. I did read the lyrics before I started this. It sounds like a lot of the first songs that I wrote, actually probably more even younger than that, just that whole, fuck school thing. I get it. I get it. I remember. Yeah. This is really the first song they wrote. This is just fucking absurd. Bravo, girls. Bravo. I also really am a fan of what the producer chose to do with this, because he could have chose to layer a ton of, he or she, I don't know, could have chose to layer a ton of guitars over this, and it would have given it a huge full sound and everything. But when translated live, unless they're going to be using a bunch of tracks, which I don't have a problem with as long as it's not overdone, you just can't produce that. So what he's done here, rather, is just choose to accentuate moments where, there's a guitar tone change. He's accentuating those moments, which gives it that feeling of movement without having to do all of that layering, which could never be duplicated live by a three-piece band. See, like right there, where she's doing those bends up high. They had multiple choices here. They could have just said, no, do something different there so it fills out the sound, or they could have layered it, or they could have just left it like that and mix it to where it still works and doesn't lose something when it translates to a live performance. Good call. So there we've got some more layering, but it's all the same part. It's not like there's not a ton of different, guitar parts going on. It's just thickening it up, the hard pan left to right. And it's impressive how she manages to make this vocal tone work with this music, because if I had heard them separately, I couldn't have imagined how it works together or that I would like it, but I do. Some nice subtle harmonies as well. And it's cool, that little thing that they throw in there, it almost gives you the perception that it's in something else other than 4/4, but it is not. It's still straight timing. And that's so cool when people manage to write a riff that, I have the second time I hear it, I have to go, was that? What? No. That's just straight ahead. Yes, no, don't try to judge us, no. I wish we had that in the English language, that whole R roll thing. I mean, I know we could do it, but it sounds ridiculous when we do it. It's so beautiful in so many languages. Also, did you hear that right there? There was a section, a real brief moment where the bass part actually played a harmony with the guitar part. Impressive as hell to think of at this age. And we did some harmony stuff and that other thing, but that just, I guess it's because I haven't been in this particular situation where it's just one guitar and one bass. And I guess if you're going to do that, that's the only way to do it. Yeah. That right there. Yeah. So here they've got a rhythm guitar layered underneath, but notice what they did with it. It's just duplicating the bass part. It's not its whole, it's not even the full chord. It's not, most of the time you would have chosen to do that with power chords. They chose to do it without it, which again is going to translate better into a live version if they don't use tracks. That was a nice little repetition there. I mean, nothing fancy about it, but it was just tasty. This isn't a song, this is a composition. I love it. This is almost kind of a blend in concepts between the last two songs that I saw by this band. The first one that I watched was just very out there musically, which is fucking awesome. I am a big fan of that. But then the next one that I watched was still heavy and rockin', but it was more mainstream accessible. It had really good hooks and felt more like a song versus a exposition of music, I guess would be a way to say it. I don't know. Whereas this kind of blends both of those things. Kick ass. And that was very much a reprise of a riff earlier in the song, but yet it had a different feel to it. That was awesome. I can't wait to see this live. I hope they are as good live as they are in this. I've read some good things. I mean, yes, I do have this Not Public Property. That'll be coming soon, as well as the other one that people have been asking about a lot. The one that has Nobel or Noble in the title. I would read that as Nobel myself, but I'm a little unclear, so if maybe you guys can clarify that so I don't say it wrong when I actually do that video. So now we're going to move on to them live at Wacken, open air, unless copyright does something weird, because these are coming from two different pages, one from VOB's page and one from the Wacken page. So if something goes weird with that, then, well, then I'll just do two separate videos. I'll split it in two. But here we go. Nice. The production on the bass is not where it needs to be on this. That is not the fault of VOB. That is the fault of Wacken or whoever actually produced this. That is unfortunate. But, I mean, so far they sound, if the bass was mixed properly and in the sound, if it was there, and if it wasn't, you know, sounds like And Justice for All. Actually, it's a lot more bass than was in And Justice for All. But damn, they look like they can really do this. She's an awesome bass player. The whole band is great. The drummer is great. The singer guitar player is great. I don't know any of their names yet. I need to work on that. Just awesome. Just awesome. I am so happy to see this. This is totally good for rock and metal music, period. Just the whole breaking all the stereotypes here. I mean, can it go could it be any more extreme than this? I mean, these girls are wearing their hijabs and they're out there fucking kicking ass at Wacken Open Air, and they've got millions of views. There's nothing that could make me happier for music than that. I'm a fan of this whole concept. I'm so glad I feel like I'm getting in on this a little bit earlier than, well, there's a whole bunch of you that have gotten in on this already, and I'm glad to get on this bandwagon. I'm so glad to see that they sound good live. That's great. That's great. You never know. I mean, you just don't know when you see something that's slickly produced. You know, this is live without a net, and here they are. They're fucking doing it. You should be getting into that more. You look like an American crowd. Don't get me started on that. There's a little pit there, alright? It looks like they're on one of the smaller stages. I don't know anything about this festival. I see the name a lot. I've seen a couple videos here and there from, I've always said Wacken, but I think the guy said Wacken when it started. So, yeah, I obviously never been there. So I'm assuming they've got multiple stages. It looks like this is one of the smaller ones, which is, reasonable considering, where they're at right now. Which is still pretty fucking impressive considering they haven't been doing. They've been around, I guess, for about 10 years, or 9 years, somewhere in that ballpark. That's like, I mean, it's like saying that the Warning's been around for 10 or 12 years. I mean, yeah, technically when they were, doing some viral videos early. Speaking of which, I will say that because if you're still watching this, you're obviously interested enough to give me a moment to explain one thing. I've been getting a lot of requests to do reactions to covers that VOB has done, and I might eventually get to that. I know those were some of the ones that, got them some early success. I haven't seen any of them. But the truth of the matter is, I play in a cover band. I have played consistently in cover bands since 1989. Like I said, that video up there. And it's just really hard to impress me watching anybody play almost anything. It has to be a cover of something like a Dragon Force song or a Dream Theater song or some crazy Rush song, or just something that's just so out there and difficult to do musically that I'm going to be blown away by it. If it's a song that I've covered myself hundreds of times, which it looks like most of what they've done in other bands that I've been watching that have also done some covers that people have requested, it's just gonna be really hard to impress me, and I don't want to make a boring video. So glad I found somewhere to finally sneak that in. Yeah, let's check out the rest of this. So this is great. I'm so ecstatic that they sound good live, and they're gonna get better and better as they grow. I mean, they're really pretty much just getting started from what I can tell as far as on the professional level. I hope the bass was mixed louder than this, standing there in person, and not just louder, but just fuller. God, it's missing so much of that. But again, not their fault. What's this guy's problem? Fucking A. Alright, so at least I'm glad to see they got some appreciation there at the end. I don't know why everybody was standing there staring like they were... Some people like they were angry. I don't get that. That was great. I can't... damn, I did not mean to make a 27-minute video. But I don't know. I had a lot to say about that. So I am super excited about this band. I am definitely going to be doing more videos for VOB, without a doubt, no doubt. If you enjoyed this, I hope you did. Thank you for watching. My name is Mike. Remember to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks.